I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping through the long nights. I've been shining in the sunlight. I've been thinking how.
Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Roland. If it's your first time here, you're welcome, and if it's not your first time, you're welcome still, and thank you for stopping by again. It's such a pleasure to start this journey really small, and we're gradually growing a little family, I would say. It's not easy. I would say it's really not easy, but I would really just love to create a kind of tribe or a family, small, circle where I get to share like real life experiences, my struggles and the things I've been through, and how I live every day. Not every day, but like how I live my day-to-day life to just be a better version of myself, like every single day. That's why I created this platform where I share lifestyle content, beauty content, and educative content, just to help us be better versions of ourselves wherever we are, especially the African community, the African community back home, where we've got limited resources to be who we want to be. So yeah, I'm just creating this. Someone who has been through it firsthand, has experienced the ghetto, as I call it. Though I'm currently studying in the UK, doesn't eliminate the fact that I know what life is like back home and all the struggles. So it's really my goal to create contents that help people back home, young adults, wherever you are, but especially those back home, to kind of look within, knowing who you are, knowing what you can offer, knowing how to be a better version of yourself regardless of your situation. It's easier said than done, but once it's done, the reward is really amazing, because you always tend to tell yourself Akuna Matata, there's nothing to worry about, even if everything is crumbling. I know that it's sometimes where it's really hard, you have to cry, you really break down, but still Akuna Matata. So once again, thank you for stopping by, and let's head on to the video of today.
I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping through the long nights. I've been shining in the sunlight. I've been thinking how I'm alright. There's a reason for my feelings. There's a reason.
Mostly about what international students can do while in the UK, because I'm currently an international student in the UK studying business management, wrapping up my course though. Yes, so happy. Because it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle, man. Working and studying, it's been a hustle. Applying for jobs as well, getting rejected and stuff like that. But you get to learn that rejection is just part of the process. It's just, you got to do what you got to do to get what you want, right? Yeah, I spoke about that, like how to make your life better as an international student. Yeah, what you can do and stuff like that. So today I'll be talking about a few things, or the easiest kind of jobs you can apply to as an international student, I guess. A few kind of things. Sorry, I'm just trying to moisturize my face, whatever. Yeah, just a few things you can do as an international student, the work you can do, how to go about them. Most often you get the easiest job to apply to related to care jobs, which pay better as well. That's the most important thing, the kind of job where you can get more money, and it's easier to get into this care job. However, we've got stuff like customer assistant, and then you've got some professional jobs as well, where if you check like on Indeed and things like that, you could get into those and get your CV banging from the start. But if you need like something really fast to enter, it's mostly the care jobs, support work, care and stuff like that. And then, but the thing about that is you will need stuff like your DBS. You would have to have done a DBS, they usually need your overseas police check, especially if you've not been in the UK for a long time. They will require a police check. Some agencies or care homes require COVID vaccines, but now they're slacking down on that request. So good for you. Sometimes you would join an agency that wouldn't actually require you to have taken your COVID vaccine. So there is that. There's some trainings, and the funny thing about training in care is it's done every single year, so you have to renew your certificate every year. Sometimes if you've got an old certificate, like, they can go with it, but you've got to like renew it every year, do more training depending on the agency you apply to. And yeah, so it's kind of crazy. Like, when it comes to training, you have to do a lot of online trainings, moving and handling, some things just centered around how to care for your patient and how to protect yourself, how to protect your patients or service users as well. The only thing is that this thing is really risky, in a sense that if you find yourself in a position where that something happens to the service user, it can, depending on what you did or how you're able to convey the information well, sometimes it could go easy. First of all, it's like you really need to always document everything that has happened. Everything that happens, you need to document or talk about it, to not hold information concerning the service user. If you find yourself where probably somebody slipped, somebody fell off, fell while you were handling the person, and you don't document it, wahala for you. But yeah, that's why you've got the trainings to just educate you on what to do, how to handle them, how to take yourself, and to avoid any trouble in the future, and things like that. Yes, as I was saying earlier, you would need your trainings certificate, then you've got the overseas police check, then you've got immunization certificate. Oh my goodness, the yellow card that we use when you travel, like if it's got like vaccines, all the other vaccines you've taken in the past, right? They'll require it, especially when you come from places like Cameroon and things like that, Africa, even Nigeria, I think Ghana as well. They usually ask for that to show that you've taken your vaccines against measles, mumps, hepatitis B. It's so important. It's so, because they'll always ask for it. So you've got those documents that I listed already: your DBS, overseas police check, certificate, and then your CV, then some experience. But if you've not got experience, you usually do some shadowing when you start. Sometimes the shadowing is not paid, other times shadowing is paid. It could be 3 days, it could be a week, it could be 1 day, all depends on the agency. So yeah, you could also work with the NHS. That one seems to be the best, because this bank, you register with the NHS as a bank support worker, you're assured to get shifts. And I believe that with NHS, you can even work more than 20 hours, because you have a lot of shortages in this area. So the government allows you to work for more than 20 hours if you work with the NHS. Yeah, so you can work for more than 20 hours with the NHS. Bear in mind, there's some agencies so that it happens where you can work a little bit more, because that's a domain or area where there's a lot of shortages, so it's kind of easier to work a little bit more than 20 hours if you can. We've got other jobs like shop assistants, like I mentioned. You've got shop assistants, customer service, call center. I've heard of those, and those are easy to get on Indeed. You go on Indeed, Total Jobs, you can easily apply for those, and yeah, I think that should be all. I'm just gonna put a list of documents you require when you want to start working as in the care sector. And oui, juste bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue encore sur ma page. Moi c'est Roland. Si c'est votre première fois d'être là, je vous dis merci et bienvenue sur ma page. Au fait, ma page, c'est une page de lifestyle, beauté et puis l'éducation où j'essaie juste de donner des petits conseils ou des astuces pour nous aider à améliorer notre vie, quel qu'en soit où on se trouve au monde. Et bon, c'est vrai que j'essaie de me focaliser un peu plus dans l'Afrique, parce que là, on a vraiment parfois peu de ressources pour nous aider à achever nos objectifs ou, tu vois, ou être une meilleure personne, une meilleure version de nous-mêmes. Mais bon, moi, je suis encore en route j'essaie toujours d'être une meilleure version de moi-même. Je me cherche, je me bats, je fais tout ce que je peux chaque jour. Parfois, ça ne marche pas, parfois ça marche, mais bon, on essaye toujours. Ah, bon, là, aujourd'hui, c'est juste une courte vidéo où je partage des documents nécessaires quand vous voulez travailler en tant qu'aide soignante ici en Angleterre, en tant qu'étudiante, si vous voulez faire du travail, parce que dans la dernière vidéo, j'ai parlé des choses que vous pouvez faire en tant qu'étudiante ici. Et là, alors, je voulais partager avec vous des documents nécessaires pour commencer votre travail ou bien, oui, pour commencer votre parcours dans le monde de aide-soignante. En fait, je vais lister tous les documents là ici. C'est plus souvent en anglais parce qu'en Angleterre, c'est un pays anglophone. Donc, tous les documents, je vais les citer, vous allez bien voir et j'espère que ça va vous aider. Bon, ce serait la fin de cette vidéo. J'espère que ça va vous aider ou bien que ça a été éducatif pour vous. Bon, je vous attends encore à la prochaine fois. N'oubliez pas de liker, de partager aussi la vidéo et puis de vous abonner sur ma page. Merci, à bientôt. Bye.
I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping through the long nights. I've been shining in the sunlight. I've been thinking how